till this
gotta
turns green.
say ready.
There you go. Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
I'm waiting for this.
Hoping that you are all having a good weekend. I know mine felt too short because
Are you bringing up the chat?
I work at a financial, so we've just had like three-day weekends in a 4-week time, and now nothing. Now it's just back to normal 5-day weeks. I'm like, dang, those 3-day weekends. I need a job that has always 3-day weekends because they're awesome.
Hi, Donna and Christiana and Brandon and that's who is that? Dishman.
I like how you're like,
Tisha and Megan and Andrew. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
And Jill. So our topic this week is we'll get to it. We're not jumping right in. Just don't panic. We're going to talk about
Hello,
the trips
Janie.
we
Yes,
have.
Disneyland Thomas.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was blanking.
Also
I
known as
apologize.
Trivia Thomas.
Blanking. So I just wanted to, so we're going to talk about the trips that we have planned for this coming year. So that'll be cool. You should pause it because otherwise it's going to eat a bandwidth. There you go. 3 dots.
Yep.
There you go. Pop out. So we on our Casper Burn Above hangout right before this, we talked about everybody else's trips that people were going to do this coming year. So that was a lot of fun. Andrew, though, being in the parks when it's raining is great because there's not as many lines. For things.
I was seeing that it was actually still kind of busy. Like even with the rain, it was still kind of busy. People have figured out the park dies when it's raining, so there's more people hanging out.
Yeah, that should be.
Tisha and Megan, we would love to. I'm telling you, if there was a teleporter. I've been waiting for someone to figure out teleportation for me, just so I can get myself to Disneyland constantly.
Jill, it really is great.
Oh. You were there with your 7-month-old in the rain. Yeah, that sounds a little rough then. It would being at the parks in the rain would be wonderful as long as you were prepared. Like if you got caught in the rain and you weren't prepared, I could see how that'd be a little not so fun, especially this time of year when it can get a little chilly.
I mean, it's not as chilly as it is here. It's very chilly here. It's we're in Wisconsin. It's 17 degrees out right now. It feels like 5 degrees. So I brought my heated blanket over to Teresa's, and Teresa's usually the blanket.
You can see our space heater.
Let me
over here
get rid of
well.
that. Yeah, we got the space heater.
Yeah, and I've got my blanket too. My Disney blanket's over there. So Mel. Wild. It's just wild. Well, obviously we'll talk about it this week on the podcast, but I was seriously shocked when I saw photos online of the queue. Well, what's left of the queue, which is now just a rubble pile, and the fact that it's piled up as high as the secret entrance door. Crazy.
What did you think about the fact somebody pointed out that they had spray painted over the things so people wouldn't try to steal it?
I didn't realize that's what it was. For some reason, I was thinking like they took it off or like they put something over it to protect them. But then when someone said, "Oh, it looks like they spray painted, so nobody would do anything," I'm like,
at first I thought it was knock this part out because like sometimes they'll put like red X's or something. Yeah. So that's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah, I thought it or like they peeled them off the wall and that was like them covering. I don't know. I was not thinking they're purposely destroying these so nobody steals them. But come on, how cool would that have been?
Is there any place that
if you could have had one of the? So we're talking about the crypts. Like the crypt wall. Saw a photo of it. I saw it was fresh baked that I saw. It's in our Discord chat. I shared the one in our general Discord chat.
Okay. Anyway, you can keep talking. I'll find
it. So it's the crypt wall, and so what they did was, it looks like they spray painted over the names of the crypt. So once it's demolished, it's not a souvenir. Which, come on, how cool of a souvenir would that have been? They could have raised money for charity with that. But Tag's gonna get a picture shared with everyone. This was shared by Fresh Baked on their Instagram page, and then I shared it with our friends in our Discord chat. But look at this. Is this not insane? And I've seen videos too where they pan over to the left more, and it's open to where the old Fast Pass area was, and they're getting that all ripped up too. But it doesn't look like it's ripped up in front of like the train station where the big beautiful trees are and where the fountain is. They haven't gotten that far out, but yeah, this is the Haunted Mansion Q. And again, the door that has like the triangle on top of it, that was the quote unquote secret entrance.
This right here,
or the servants' quarters entrance. That now I feel like so incredibly lucky and fortunate that we got to go through it once, because now look at that. Not
well,
possible.
just because they've piled up stuff. Well, I guess it is chunking out there, so I don't know.
Yeah. So this was the ziggy zaggy part. If you remember, like you didn't really know how far in the line you were. Switchback part. But yeah, wild.
I'm just trying to see if. Here's Fresh Break. That's 13 days ago. That
was
been
just
a while.
the walls. The
Five
walls
Fires. He's got some stuff.
But yeah, I'm sure Fresh Bake will have a video of it this week, like up footage of him walking around. Five Fires kind of just did kind of what we're doing right now, just like a screen share type thing.
Oh, here you go.
There you go. There's where it opens up.
Let me pause his video so we can see this. Yeah, so
this is just wild.
Wow, that is like that is. Oh wow, because this used to be a wall. Yeah, the wall.
Yeah, that was a wall.
Wow.
And the thing is, I never realized that it was the same. How do I want to say it? The same level? Like, I don't know why in my brain I always thought that Imagineering, right? Because we're standing in the queue and it's higher than that. I never thought then that the servants' quarter or the crypt entrance would be the same level as the ground outside. It makes total sense. Look at that. They took all the trees down.
Yep. Oh, here's later. They took even more down.
Oh. This is actually okay. This is hurting my heart a little bit. I don't know if I can, like, there's a reason they put up construction walls. We're not meant to see these things.
Wow.
But like,
and there's nothing
I'm a little
on the
sad
other side
about the
now,
trees. Those trees they better not have taken. They probably did. The tree that was like being
falling
held
down.
Yeah,
I think
the
that's
tree
what this
that was
is.
being held up. I couldn't remember if it was being held up by a tombstone or if it was being held up by a fence.
Or was it more
It's
off
further.
to the side?
It's further
so
up.
it might be okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you can't tell from the
yeah.
edge.
Wow.
Poor Teresa, you're just
Yes,
really...
the pet cemetery is on the other side of the hidden pet cemetery is on the other side of the mansion.
Going away though, isn't it?
And I think that's probably going away too.
Because of the extended queue construction.
Yeah. We'll see. So I never got to see the old or the original pet cemetery.
Is this Fresh Baked? No, this is Five
But
Fires.
maybe when we go on our first trip, it'll still be there, and by some Disney miracle, I'll get back there. I doubt it, but maybe.
Wow. Poor Teresa.
But I will say this shows a glimmer of hope that they can keep the mansion open while they're working on some of this exterior stuff. So perhaps that means the mansion won't be closed all the way through till next Halloween season. We'll see.
Okay. I think 10 minutes.
You know what, Jill? Jill, you just reminded me of something, which will kind of be on topic for what our topic actually is. Okay. Remember this past D23? Well, not this past. The last D23, how they were talking about the project that they're reclaiming the trees and do it like whenever they have to take trees down, they're doing stuff with the trees. Now we have Haunted Mansion trees to look forward to with what they're going to do stuff with. We have the Pirates trees that had to go down. I have a piece of an Autopia tree, of course. Of all the trees in the park, I got an Autopia tree. So
from the D23,
yeah. From the D23 panel that they talked about that at. I'm just trying to pretend to myself that it was an opening day tree from the Autopia. So, because Autopia is not on my list of, like, favorite rides. It's not that high up there. When they were giving away, like, trees from Toontown, and then I found out that there was pieces of trees from the Pirates trees, and then I opened mine, and it was Autopia. I was like, yeah, that's okay.
You still have a piece of Disneyland. That's something.
I do still have a piece. It was once a living piece of Disneyland.
Yeah. All right, Teresa. So we got together. When did we get together? Last weekend. And laid out our plan for stuff. So let's do the...
I'll have you all know, this is the first year that we actually, like, sat down at the beginning of the year to, like, plan the year out. Usually we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants a little bit.
We do. Now, there's a couple caveats here. Well, let's talk about the first thing first. So the biggest thing, obviously, was going to be the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet and D23. So the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet is what, July 20th?
July 20th, 21st. I can't remember what. It's the Saturday.
Let's see. July. I don't
20th.
have it on here.
Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet this year is Saturday, July 20th. As you all know, I went last year. First time ever. So much fun. So much fun. Vern and I think how we did it made it super fun. Vern and I drove out, which maybe that wasn't the super fun part, but we drove out, we did a day in Seattle, which I had never been to Seattle before, so that was really fun. We did the Pike's Place Marketplace. We did a underground. They have like these underground tunnels in the old section of downtown that we did a tour of. We went to the Disney not Character Warehouse. They have a Disney outlet nearish there. And then Saturday, Vern he's trying to run a marathon in every state. He had not done Washington yet. So the fact that there was a marathon the weekend of the Mouse Meet, match made in heaven. So he went and ran his marathon. I hung out at the hotel to do all of the fun Mouse Meet stuff. Got to hang out with a lot of weekly tiers, which was awesome. And then we did like a weekly tier. Not really. Well, yeah, I guess it kind of became dinner. We went to like a tiki bar and did drinks and dinner at a tiki bar with weekly tiers. The next day, there was a D23 event for the Haunted Mansion movie. So that was really fun to do a D23 event that wasn't like the D23 Expo, because no D23 events happen here in the Midwest. So we don't get to take advantage of those. So it was really, really fun. But yeah, so it was really, really fun. So highly recommend doing it. If you can do it. It is an annual event. So,
Tisha and Megan, you were saying that the spreadsheet, I can share this really quick with you. I can't share it with you. I can share it with you. I just got to do a different thing. So, I will go here, and that is our website thing that I could do it in the website. Let me switch back, and then I'll get back to it. We use a tool. We just started using a tool called Notion that allows us to do a lot of cool stuff. We put the script and everything in it now. We used to do it in Google Docs. So, we just basically made a calendar, and we went through and we put in every single everything for Disneyland that we knew of. We put in like, what's some of the events that we put in while I
we put in like Sweethearts Night. We put in like unofficial gay days, Dapper days. If they announced it, we put it in there. We put in all the unofficial things as well as all the official things. So like when Halloween time's gonna be, when what are they calling it? Season of the Force, I think's what they're calling like the Star Wars time at the parks, Lunar New Year, all that stuff. So we kind of just...
So we made an upcoming events thing. So here's like an idea of it. So this is January. So like here's Lunar New Year that goes through all of this. We have Sweethearts Nights on here. We have a Pixar Place hotel opening. We have the Gumball Rally that's in here. February has quite a bit of stuff because Lunar New Year, Villains Day, more Sweethearts Nights, etc. Celebrate Gospel, Food and Wine Fest, Disney Channel Nights, Dapper Days.
Yeah. So all of the things.
Stuff. So July, we had the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet here. And then in August, we have the D23 Expo, the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah. So if you could see, it is what? Two weeks between the two events. 2 weeks between?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's only 2 weekends between. So it's basically 2 trips in less than a month, which with us living in the Midwest is a little difficult to do as much. Again, if we had a teleporter, I'm just saying, we would be at all the things because we could. But yeah, so we had to make a decision. So what Tag and I decided on was at the end. What we did was we looked through the calendars and we each picked one thing that was like number one thing for us to do. Let's start with yours first.
Sure. Donna, just so you know, like, yes, it was skipping a little bit. I just turned off. There was like a file sync thing. Oh, we're dropping a lot of frames. So what is uploading? I'm just trying, like, something's uploading or something, and I'm trying to stop it quickly because I want to not have this be having problems. Maybe Zoom? Let me just close Zoom. Why is this dropping? Zoom apparently was maybe causing some problems. There we go. Yeah, Zoom was being weird. That's strange. We weren't even doing anything with Zoom.
So you can probably get rid of the calendar.
Oh, are we still on the calendar? There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, so we picked the different things. I said that I thought it'd be really cool for us to do one of the Pride Night events. It's still dropping a lot of frames. Can I just like...
Why does it say you're not? Oh.
It's like doing really... Okay. So we're starting this again just to see if maybe it was just our streaming thing. So I apologize for that, guys. So I thought the Pride Night events would be kind of fun. Something to do with like one of the after hours Pride Nights would be cool. We heard great things about them before, so that was kind of my thing. What was your thing?
So my thing was I decided for like, right, because these are podcast trips. So I was like, for the podcast, I think it's really important, especially since they're doing a lot of things differently this year, that we, of course, attend D23. So because of that, because like we just mentioned, there's two, and because Tag's number one thing was Pride Nights, which Pride Nights are, what is it, like the 19th and the 20th, or the 18th? No, that's it. 18th and the 20th are the two nights that Pride Night's happening. So our three things that we really wanted to do were back to back to back months, which is, again, tough for us being in the Midwest. If we could be at all the things, we 1,000%.
Oh, it wasn't even that. It was
be at all the things.
It was within a couple weeks.
Yeah, everything was within a couple weeks of each other, so it just wasn't going to work. So we knew of those three, we could really, really only be able to do two. But what we decided going forward was the awesome thing is Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet happens every year. D23 only happens every other year, though. So going forward, what we're going to do is we're going to do D23 on the D23 Expo on D23 Expo years, but then the off years is when we're going to attend Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet to kind of get the best of both worlds as much as we possibly can. So for those of you, I know there are some weekly tiers that are planning to go to Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet this year. Please do not change your plans because we're not going to be there, because it's seriously, it's so much fun. And Tag was kind of bummed because he heard about how much fun I had last year, so he really wanted to go this year. And again, if things would have fallen a little bit better, if D23 wouldn't have been as early this year as they have it, if it would have been later, because wasn't it like in September last time?
It was in September.
So timing just wasn't working out for us to do. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do both in 1 year, but timing-wise is just
the other thing, my personal opinion, not related to the podcast, is like, I don't know, I feel like we've been to three of them now? Two of them? How many D23s have we been to? 2. I thought the first one was great, but I think that was because it was the first time we experienced it, and it was just like a new thing. And then I thought the last time we did it, I didn't think that it was as exciting for me.
I think you've gotten them mixed around, because we actually felt more defeated and worse the first time around.
I felt defeated, but I felt like there was more things that I wanted to see, and maybe we got too good the second time, and I was like, I don't know if I need 3 days of this the second. I don't know.
Oh.
But for me, and then with the fact that, like Teresa said, they are going to be changing so many things, like having some of the things at different venues and stuff, I'm like, I don't know, we could stream all this stuff. We don't have to go and be there in person.
But can we? We don't know that.
So anyway, I would have skipped it, but then Teresa made the good point of why don't we rotate? So we'll do the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet on the off years from D23 and vice versa. And I was like, all right, seemed like a good compromise.
Well, and again, with Mouse Meet being less than a month after your top pick was also just tough.
Yeah, timing was not great.
So, but don't worry, our first trip is not planned for June. We're actually going to backtrack because there's another event that we just super enjoy. And again, cannot say enough good things about, because we have gone, I think, 3 times. This will be the 4th time we've attended, is of course Disneyana. So the next Disneyana event is in April 20th. April 20th and 21st. So we are going to be going out for that.
Bobby, you are a huge football person.
Yeah.
I'm gathering. I am not a football person.
I'm a terrible person and don't even know who's made it.
I hope
don't even
Disneyland.
know.
But yeah, so we'll be going to Disney
yeah.
and there's a Star Wars night right around there
Look at
too.
that. Look at that. And Pixar Fest. So that's another thing that we were trying to do was have kind of line stuff up so that we were being able to do multiple things in each trip and kind of use our time to the best that we can. So Disneyana, we love. But Pixar Fest is going on that time, and we can either go a little early and maybe do a Star Wars night, or
we can't go early because I have classes.
Yeah, you're right. And we can't go, and I was going to say, or we could stay a little late and do Nurses Day, which is actually done by one of our listeners. So that would have been fun to be able to do. Anyways, again, why we don't have a teleporter. Be able to just zip back and forth.
If you could get time off, like we could do Disneyana, we could stay. Food and Wine Fest is wrapping up too, and then we could do one of the Star Wars nights and Nurses Day.
Okay. You know what I got this year? So you used to work at the place that I work in. We got one day for our birthday. We got a PTO birthday day. This year we got a birthday week. So I got extra time.
Oh, that's nice
to be doing this.
So Bobby, Teresa was on the Magic?
Yes, Tisha and Megan. Yes, of course. If any weekly tiers that are going, you are welcome to hang out and be at our table. Or if we need 2 tables, we'll get 2 tables. You are all welcome to hang out with us because, it was really, really fun.
And we'd meet up with people in the park and do food, too.
So, Jill, we were actually, and the other thing that we were looking at, too, was the Magic Key calendars because we were kind of going back and forth, and maybe this will change. Right now, it's working out well that our key has availability on all of the times or all of the possible trips that we were looking at. We didn't have any no-go days. Last year during Disneyana, we did have no-go days, so we kind of had to find other things to do that weren't the parks, which was fine.
Yep.
But this year, we're good to go all the days, which is super awesome. So yes, we're going to be doing Disneyana and the parks during that weekend.
So what ship were you on?
Bobby, yes, I was on the Magic this last March. It's already almost been a year, but yeah. So
I have not gone on a Disney cruise.
First ever cruise, and of course it was a Disney cruise, and we went on the first ship of the Disney fleet. We were on the Disney Magic.
And you have another one planned in the future.
I do, but that's not public yet.
Oh, sorry.
But Tag's got one planned
I do.
for this year.
Yeah, so I'm going to my first Disney cruise on the Dream for a transatlantic one because it was when I was out of school, and we found an amazing deal. All the transatlantic ones are amazing deal, and we thought for the price, there's no way we can get that good of a deal on a Disney cruise again. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'll let you know. Until
you go look again, and you're like, oh, look, there's another transatlantic cruise. Maybe you could do you could do one, it's going from here to Europe. Maybe you could find one that's here to Australia, or here to, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
those
are... You know
what I mean? You do the single legs, but they're to different, the end destination's different. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, they have one in October, but I'm always teaching in October now, and they're 13-day cruises, so it's not going to, But, so that'll be on the Dream, and you the Magic is what it was?
Ooh, yep, I was on the Magic, which was the first.
Are you not making public the ship you're going to go on? That's fine, you don't have to. I'm just asking. You're the next one.
Oh, so the next one we're going to be on the Fantasy.
Oh, I've heard from people that have been on the ships that the Fantasy is everybody's favorite.
Yeah, the Fantasy is the one that we're going on next.
But I feel pretty good because the Dream and the Fantasy are the exact same layout.
Yeah,
but people like the Fantasy better, and I don't know why. So anyways, so we'll see how that goes. Wonders cut off.
Tisha, we should check. We didn't put that on our calendar, but good thing. So anyway, April is our first trip. One of these years, we're going to have to figure out Lunar New Year and get out there for that because it just sounds amazing. Because, yes, I'm with you, Andrew. The food just sounds incredible. Just incredible.
It cuts off right before.
Dang it, it cuts off right before we get there.
I love this show.
That's okay. And Bobby's going to Disney World in June. That's very exciting. Very exciting.
See you next time. Yeah, Megan was the Oh, yeah, for the food. Yep. So
Jill, you and Deanne will just have to extend your trip out. I mean, really, that's the logical answer there.
Obviously.
You'll just have to stay another week. Why not? But yeah. So those are the first.
They are retired.
First two trips. Okay, so we have Disneyana in April.
Yep.
And then one of the Pride nights in June, like
which we haven't
late
decided
June.
on yet, have we?
Yeah, so it's the week of like the 18th and 20th. That's those are the two nights that Pride Night is landing on. Pixar Fest will still be going on at that point. And then we will be there for the D23 Expo, which of course is the 9th, 10th, and 11th of August. And then if there's still some left in the budget or the coffers, our, how do I want to say that? Our runner-up is fine. Yeah. Our runner-up trip is we're looking at, I want to say, can you go back to, what going. Month? November. There. We're looking at possibly doing a early November trip to check out Dapper Days because we have not ever been able to do a Dapper Days. And we did decide, it was a really tough decision because we both love this so much. We did decide we have now done Oogie Boogie Bash together 3 times?
Something like that.
Together 3 times, and I've gone all the times. Or maybe it's 2 and I don't remember. We've done Oogie Boogie Bash multiple times. While it is our favorite After Dark event, and we can now say that since we've gone to another After Dark event, and we did like this one better.
Did we talk about that November one? Because I'm looking at this, and I'm like, that's the first week of classes in that term because we're doing... Okay.
Yeah, we did. We were talking about just a quick weekend trip. But anyway, and we've done the holidays the last 3 seasons as well. So we're trying to add different things in and mix it up a little bit to be able to experience more stuff. So perhaps there will be a November trip.
But one of the...
Not for sure, though.
One of the other things, too... What am I doing? Is... What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm trying to find a way to say it that Teresa's not going to reach across and slap me. Yeah, it is like a Comic-Con, but for Disney. It's the big fan expo D23
it's huge.
We're struggling a little bit this year to try to plan trips and stuff just because of the economy and inflation and everything, we've actually lost quite a bit of supporters through Patreon. And so
and just things like flights are more expensive.
I mean that too.
You know that flights from when we from when we first started the podcast to today, we were able to get flights out of our local airport, which was phenomenal. So it's literally 10 minutes away from our houses, for less, a couple $100 less than what we're having to get flights out of Minneapolis, which is 2.5-ish hours from us. Plus, then you have to pay for parking, and then flights are just crazy expensive right now. So that's really putting a hinder on stuff we're paying.
But we've also lost support.
For what we pay for one flight now, we could have gotten 2 flights, 2 trips worth of flights. Before, so that's not helpful. Yeah. But of course, it is.
Ticket prices keep going up and all that stuff too. So
because that's another thing too. So we have the Believe keys. I don't know why it's hard for me to remember what level we have. We have the Believe keys, which they're $1,600 each. And the first ever one that we got was
the Believe ones. Mm-hmm. The ones we have now.
16 or maybe they're 14.
No,
you can look it up. Yes, they are.
I don't think they're that expensive.
They are. Keys are crazy expensive. But the original key that I had was the Flex Pass, which was, I loved that thing, was $500. So keys have gone up considerably in price for your passes too. So there's that as well.
They don't even, because it's not available, they don't even post the price.
If you go back to our episode, we definitely talked about it. I think you even had it typed out in the news story.
Here, this has got to have the pricing on it. Here we go. The Believe
12.
Key's $1,200.
Sorry, $1,200.
$1,100. Sorry. Oh, $1,100.
No, when we renewed, it was I think 12.
Sure.
But yeah. Anyways,
it's pricey.
That's gotten way more pricey too. So one key is more than what 2 flex passes had been, and the flex passes are perfect for us.
Well, you know what else I would like?
And yeah, same thing. So everything's like double.
I also wish that they would allow non-California residents to pay monthly, because like it's so much easier to pay $80 a month than it is to like, okay, we have to have $1,200 or $1,300 when we're ready per person.
Yeah.
So
anyways, yeah, money's always a thing, but again, teleporter. And time's always a tough thing.
Yeah, but I'll bet you a teleporter would be expensive too.
I don't know.
And they'd probably charge you every time you used it. I'm just saying, there's always something.
But yeah, I'm really wanting, like, I don't know. I think the train would be amazing. Like, I would love to take the train from here to there. And even if it's a little bit, like, even if it's longer, the train rides I just find so relaxing. But the train for us, I think it takes 3 days for us to take the train, which is just like,
and it's expensive.
We can't take 6 days just to,
but it's also expensive.
Get there and get home.
Because even if you want to sit in a chair, but we know that like we're not going to get good sleep for that stuff.
So anyway, we're trying to get the best bang for our buck and be really intentional with when we're planning stuff to make sure we're getting as much magic out of each trip as we possibly can.
Not to mention we want to do the After Dark stuff, which also costs money.
Also more money.
So, did we ever figure out, do you think the tickets for Disney Channel Night and Pride Night are going to be similar in cost?
Perhaps.
Okay, because I was just trying to get an idea like how much it would cost.
Perhaps.
Disney Channel Night hasn't sold out yet.
I'm actually a little surprised by that.
Me too.
Oh,
they sold the one night out, so.
The first night's not sold out yet.
Huh. Oh, yeah, free parking and stuff?
See, I just wish that you could do like an a la carte thing, because I think there's things that some people, like, why not have a lower tier pass that you could add parking to? Or like, why can't we get a higher availability pass and say, oh, you know what, we don't actually need the parking? You know, like, I think it'd be nice if you could build your own. I get the logistics that would be really difficult, but it'd be nice.
You know what I like even more, and we've talked about this on the show before, is I think it'd be nice that you buy, like, you get a bulk discount for days. So, like, you buy a pass that has, like, 15 days a year, and then, like, you can use them any 15 days you want, but it's 15 days. Or if you want more, you pay for, like, 20 days. Instead of having it, like, all the time available, I think that would work better for us, for sure.
Well, yeah, for non...
But also, Disney doesn't allow... Like, Disney World, you can buy, like, 10-day tickets and stuff, where Disneyland, the max you can get is a 5-day. Yeah. So I'm like, how come they don't offer just, like, more... I don't know. Like, it'd be really cool if they offered, like, a 10-day ticket that you could use within a calendar year.
Yeah.
Like, that would be good.
Mm-hmm. See, Tish, you can also,
Oh, yeah, Genie.
You could add Genie on for the year
parking.
if you wanted to. Photo Pass, because some of those things aren't...
Like
I would add Photo
Pass
onto a pass.
But we don't need Genie.
But we don't necessarily need, like, Genie or parking or...
Yeah.
I mean, even this is going to sound crazy. I know I'm not talking to any of the people here, and clearly not talking about any of the people here. But, like, maybe if you forego the food or merch discounts, because maybe you're not a merch person. You don't need... the 10 to 20% off merch because you just don't buy merch.
Well, that's the thing too.
If you could,
you and I have talked about that, about trying to determine. Okay, yeah, sure, we pay, let's say, $1,200 for our pass, but
what's the value of
what do we get back for the discount? Because we do buy some merchandise,
food for sure. We're getting
and food.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it would take a long time for us to like calculate all that.
Yeah, no.
But I think it'd be like really interesting to like find out.
You know what'd be cool?
What is it?
Is if it had that in your pass. They said you saved X amount of dollars on food and merch purchases this year. They do that in my Shop Disney cart when I'm buying stuff on sale. They say, ooh.
Have they told you this year or just that purchase?
No, just for that purchase, yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Smart thinking.
Take the photos early on After Dark nights, and they're included in your evening. Oh,
that's true, Andrew. Yeah, food discounts it's not all food. So like you're not getting a discount on like churros.
That's true. Well, that and like, yeah, because Therese always makes fun of me because I can never remember. She's got the thing. It's like if they don't have fountain soda,
a cast member told me that.
If they don't have fountain soda, your discount doesn't work. But
However, I said that at a place. I said if it's a fountain soda thing. They had fountain soda, and they said nope, no discount. So apparently that's not.
Speaking of which, man, I just keep thinking about that Pib being it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the cheesy garlic pretzel bread stuff.
Oh God, that's also very good. I'm so glad we got that the last trip again. That was so good.
You know what? I think it was even better this last trip because it was like a little chillier out, and so it was like just I don't know, just hit different.
Yeah.
When you're a little chilly, the warm gooiness.
Okay, do you want to talk about something ridiculous really quick? Related to
food. We never talk about ridiculous things.
So I went to one of the stores here locally that like we haven't been to for a while, and they had this thing. You like cannolis, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they had. Make sure you pause that so it's not eating up bandwidth. So they had this kit that was not to make cannolis, but the cannoli like wrapper was cut into like chips, and then they had the filling as like a dip. And I looked at it and I was like, that sounds really good. This little package of this was $10. And I looked at it for a while and I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy it because I'm going to try it. Hy-Vee.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm just going to try it. So I brought it home and I told James about it. I said, James, I know I overspent on this because it's ridiculous for this amount of food to pay $10 for it or whatever. So it better be good. I took my first bite and then I brought him one. He was in the other room. I brought him one and I said, taste this. And he tasted it. I said, I know it sounds weird, but this was totally worth $10. And I finished it today and it was so wonderful. Anyway. Yeah, Jill, we're having snack chat right here on the stream.
I'm glad you're enjoying snack chat. Ooh, Andrew, how were the... Oh, hyping up. They were... Oh. Did you have the... What was it? There was a buffalo one and there was a lemon something or other one. Which one did you try? Tish, was it the... Which food list? Because we went through a lot of stuff. Was it the regular park food list or was it the Lunar New Year booth food list? Because, man... I want to try, like, again, if I could just transport myself to the park. I really, really, really want to try that that bun, that Impossible Chicken bun thing.
We haven't had have you ever had Impossible Chicken? I've never had Impossible Chicken.
I have, no.
So that's what makes me want to...
Yes, I have.
Was it good?
You know, it's terrible. I'm like, I don't know if I've had that. Do you want to know what I had for lunch today? I had a Boca chicken patty. So I had...
Literally today.
Yeah,
literally today.
It was an Impossible brand, but I've had meatless chicken.
So is the lemon pepper chicken tenders
There's
and the buffalo
and
sauce chicken tenders?
And they weren't that good, huh?
They still have the Wish Star Sipper, which, if it's still there when we go, I might have to get because, like, there's just something about it.
Star, yeah. Did the Star have a name?
Yeah, it was just called the Star.
Okay.
The Wish Star.
I didn't know if it had, like, an actual name.
You watched it, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't remember it had a name.
Oh, my goodness. The fountain beverage prices have gone up. Good Lord. It's like I'm going to a movie theater.
Yes, it is. I know, Rebecca. I'm just so excited for all of the plant-based meats that they've got at the parks because it's so... I think it's really fun because it's like I get to try it and they've never been bad there. So it makes me then feel braver to then buy stuff at my local grocery store and prep it at home because, I mean, I'm not... Cooking is like I am not the person that cooks in this house. It is Vern. But when I know, like, if I have something and try it and know it's good, then I like have a confidence level that I can somehow do it myself at home too, even if I really have no idea what it is that I'm doing.
I've noticed, like James and I have talked about this, that if we weren't doing so many box meals, like maybe I should just do this next time. Like I make spaghetti at home or whatever. Is every grocery store in our area that we go to now, in the meat section has Impossible meat, and it's not like that much differently priced even. No. And so maybe like the next time, because like you've told me, one of the nice things about it is to kind of get the flavoring, it's like seasoned more.
Yeah.
So it's not just like plain beef flavor or whatever. So like it does add some stuff to it. So I feel like, especially with things at Disneyland like that, those meatballs that we had from Docky Bay 7 are really good.
Oh, yeah.
The Rontolis wrap is really amazing. The Rontolis wrap is really, really good. What else you've had?
I like the flautas at Lamplight.
Yeah.
It's a plant-based chorizo and the flautas there. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, really? The lemon pepper chicken tender was better than the buffalo. I feel like, how do you mess up buffalo?
I don't know.
Dang. Well, that's too bad. You know what I didn't talk about on the show, but I need to talk about, I'll talk about with you guys here. I was so sad. So one of the things that I tried on this last trip was the Philly from Award Wieners, and I was so excited because, well, I wanted to try the Philly because it had like fried pickle on it, and it had like
Philly, where?
Yeah, that spicy aioli from
At
Award
Award
Wieners.
Wieners,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was also really excited because I've never had the film strip fries, and so I ordered it and I was all confident. I'm like, yeah, and with the film strip fries, please. And they're like, okay. So when I picked it up, not film strip fries. They had run out of film strip fries for the day. I
What
guess.
are film strip fries?
They're like these. Look them up. They're kind of like, it's somewhere between like a wedge and a curly fry. I don't know how else to describe it. It really isn't between a wedge. See,
I'm pulling it up. Okay, browser.
I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, somewhere between.
They just look like a peeled potato, like a.
I don't know why. I really want to try them. Frito shaped. There you go. That's a good way of saying it. But yeah, they're all out. I had like, it was kind of like a curly fry mixture or something that I had instead. I was like, So I still need to eventually try
The film strip fries.
the film strip fries. I didn't think this was going to be such a difficult thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
what
yeah,
is
here we
this?
are. We'll see if this will work. See, look, it was like a curly
Oh yeah,
fry
that's a curly fry. It's definitely a curly fry.
There. It was a good sandwich though.
What is? Oh, the carne asada fries. That sounds amazing. This is the carne asada fries. I don't think they have this anymore, but
They're worth the Brandon said they're worth the wait. The other thing I really need to try, and tell me if any of you have tried this, is in, again, DCA, the popcorn cart, kind of over by like Carthay. They make fresh caramel corn at that popcorn cart, and every time we're there, I'm never hungry when we go past it, but I always say, "Oh, I need to try the caramel corn here," and I've never actually.
that's not true.
Never actually done it.
There was one time we got in line for it, and they didn't have any more.
That's true.
So not every time have we gone by and been whatever.
So the one time we stopped, they didn't have
But
it.
I wanted to say the last time we were at Disneyland, last 2 times we were at Disneyland, the popcorn doesn't smell.
Oh yeah,
same.
This last trip, it smelled. It didn't.
It's
It smelled.
greasy
Yeah, it smelled
or
like
something.
it smelled more like oil than like the buttery, salty smell.
So whatever they did, it did not make me
Ooh.
want their popcorn.
Donna
which,
said it's really good. That caramel corn. I keep hearing about it.
when
there
did they
may
start
be-
making it?
I don't know.
Because whenever they pop the first batch or whatever, we should just get there and get it.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like when did they
No.
start making it in the parks? Like in general.
Because I don't think that those booths are like open right away, are they?
There you go. Yeah, I could have it for breakfast. Can I get a lightning lane to the caramel corn cart?
What did I have for breakfast?
Oh,
I had something for breakfast. It was really good.
Donna, really? That's interesting. They switched.
Okay, yeah, because it does not smell like I want their popcorn.
They did that. That makes
Sponsorships. But it makes me sad
Dang.
because it makes like I used to want it all the time.
Sorry, Kristen, we're making her hungry. Oh, the popcorn
Money.
bucket is very, very cool. I do like the popcorn bucket that they have for Magic Key holders. Again, if we were able to be there more often, what a good value. What a good value for locals. I would totally get that.
3.
I mean, you did get it. What? Oh,
How many cars made up the first Mark 1 monorail trains? 3. It's less expensive, the top secret, than the Orville. But I don't know, man. I don't remember what we had. I think we had like whatever the generic brand of
for
popcorn
like
at the movie
theaters?
theater. But
Ooh, you got it correct. Good job.
I know the monorail.
Good job, Tig.
I know the monorail. I was going to look up the Disneyland app because I was going to see if they had hours for that popcorn place.
We're going to have to, yeah. One of these days. It'll happen.
Let's see.
But yeah.
Food.
So anyways.
Does that count as dining?
So one of the things that we talked about on our stream with just supporters was is there a Disney event that you are looking forward to this year? Oh, we didn't talk about this is another. Okay, here's another Disney thing that we forgot.
Wow, you are all over the place.
For our Disney plans for this year, this weekend we rescheduled to go to the Disney 100 exhibit. This weekend we were supposed to go last weekend, but there was a really nasty snowstorm from where we live all the way down into Chicago, which is like a 4 or 5 hour drive. So big storm, nasty, terrible. So anyway, so we are going. Yeah, we're going this weekend. Weather pending. I guess I should knock on all of the wood.
Did we look at the weather?
The weather looks good. It's actually going to be warm.
So I wonder, Donna.
So we're going to the Disney 100 exhibit this weekend. So be sure to follow us on social media because we will be sharing all of the cool things that we get to see.
I wonder if we were to put in
a comment?
Like comments saying the popcorn smells terrible and I don't want to buy it, if they would
Kristen, if it's only 30 minutes, you need to go to the Pacific Northwest Mouse Meat. It's so good for 30
Commit, Kristen.
You can do it, Kristen. It's so fun.
Oh, it's even supposed to be warm.
I know.
Wow.
Warm. Warm.
Do that, Donna. I'll do it too next time we're there. I'll be like, your popcorn smells funky. Doesn't make me want to buy it.
I would put a comment card and be like, there's something different about the popcorn. It no longer smells.
It doesn't smell appetizing. I told you that.
It doesn't smell appetizing. The Disney 100 exhibit is in Chicago. I want to say the expo center is called the Hub. I've never been to an event there before, but I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get some Chicago pizza while we're down there. But yeah. Oh, there was what was it? Liberty something.
Liberty
Square was one of them.
Or no, Liberty Street.
Liberty Street. Okay.
And the Hub, yeah. Look at that, the Hub Art Center.
Yes, the Hub Art Center. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, so 2 lands that were announced to be built but never were. The Liberty. Oh, no, Edison something, wasn't it?
Edison Square.
Edison Square. Are those the 2? Edison Square and Liberty Street? Or was the Liberty thing really Edison Square?
I think Edison Square. Edison Square is the right word. And did they announce another land to be built that they never built? I don't know. I don't remember another land.
I don't know.
Do we need to go? See, too bad we're not doing the train. The train goes
I
right
know,
by
the train's right there.
Question is, where's the train station, though?
Further down.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we're looking forward to our trips. We will be doing some Mickey's Birthday Land. I definitely learned something new tonight, Tom. Well, anyway, so with our trips, we will be figuring out and doing some sort of meetups. We're going to try and get better about announcing those and planning those beforehand. So if people are able to and want to come out and hang out,
I would also
plenty of time to plan.
I'd also like to try bringing back. We did it once of an attraction meetup. So if you happen to be in the park, we can plan a certain time to meet at a certain attraction and we ride it.
We've done that twice.
Okay, because we did It's a Small World, and what was the other one?
It's the Mark Twain.
We should do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway would be fun.
There you go.
Because you could fit a bunch of people on each.
Plus,
we can
it's
have
just
a car.
a fun queue.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think of other attractions that would be
I think it'd be fun to do
or
stuff
the train.
Mission Breakout. Try and fill a gantry lift with weekly tiers would be super
wonderful.
fun. So, Kristen, our plans are we're going in April for Disneyana, which is April 20th. So kind of do a long weekend around April 20th. We're then going to be there in June for Pride Night. Pride Night is scheduled. There's two Pride Nights. There's going to be one on the 18th of June, one on the 20th of June. So around, so that week we'll be there. Don't know which Pride night for sure we'll be at. And then also the D23 Expo in August we will be at as well, which is August 9th, 10th, and 11th. So we will be doing stuff around that time. And then the one that's maybe up in the air that may or may not happen depending on budget and time off and all that fun stuff is we're looking at possibly doing Dapper Days, which is the first weekend in November. So it's the fall Dapper Days, not the spring.
Enjoy your prep, Jill.
Yes. Bye, Jill. Thanks. Have a good night.
Couldn't hang out 8 more minutes, Jill?
Ooh, fill an IndyCar. That'd be good, too.
That would be cool.
See, I was thinking ones that, like, had the photos, because then it'd be fun. Space. We could do Space Mountain. Because it'd be fun to have an attraction.
I'm trying to think
of
of calmer attractions that people, like, if they have
What about
issues.
Radiator Springs Racers?
Sure.
Yeah, Guardians might be a little tough. And same with, like, Incredicoaster.
Yeah.
Those are definitely on the more intense side of
But like
things.
Mickey and Minnie's would be really great. Yeah.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, Jungle Cruise.
Take over a boat.
We could be really enthusiastic for that skipper. They'd be so happy. Storybook Canal Boats would also be really good.
Lots of wonderful, great choices.
We just got to be like,
We could take
Photo
up
Pass
a
person, come here.
sub. It's Finding Nemo sub.
You
Excuse
hate
me.
the subs.
Yeah, but if it's all people that we know, I wouldn't care. But yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
Jungle Cruise. See, I think Jungle Cruise would be a good one. We haven't done that yet. We should do that on whatever trip if Vern's going to join us for any of the trips.
Yeah, if Vern
on that, because that would be
Vern and James, because they both love the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like the Jungle Cruise will definitely have to be an attraction meetup this year.
Definitely.
See, we get such good ideas from these public live streams. This
I
is where
mean,
Snack Chat was born.
Snack Chat, yep.
But yeah.
It was the tires for the People Mover.
No. Yeah, the People Mover, yep. Mm-hmm. Jackie's going to come down from Canada for a group jungle cruise.
Caravan in Autopia, really?
Just have like a parade of weekly tiers in Autopia cars. No bumping each other.
You know what? I can't even remember the last time I was on the Autopia.
Yes, you do. We went in 2019 with Catspur because we
was that the last time I was on it?
Attraction with him.
That must have been
the last time I know that you were there. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
we were gonna ride it.
We were
one of the times recently.
We were. I don't remember this. I don't remember. We need matching shirts. There you go.
Yeah.
So we can be a little parade.
We're thinking of getting the logo redone. And then we might have merch again. Yes. So that would be kind of cool.
We are.
It used to have a People Mover, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the process of redoing the logo. We love the logo, but we don't want to get in trouble with the mouse. So we're thinking we need to.
But Teresa's done her wonderful napkin drawings of her ideas.
You know what's so funny? Vern found it, and he's like laughing. He just came into the other room and like was laughing uncontrollably, holding it. And he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "You've never seen my things before." He's like, "Your new logo has stick people." I'm like, "No." I said it was just an idea. I said I don't think we're not even gonna go with it, but. Oh, I had another idea that I was going to talk to you about too. But
People Mover was Goodyear.
I love it.
What?
Tires.
Yeah, Goodyear. Well, how many tires were along that track? A lot of tires.
A lot of tires. A lot of tires. But you know what'd be cool is if they... they wouldn't be able to do it. But like if you could somehow have like the People Mover for D23, since they're going to have stuff like at different places, that'd be super, super, super cool.
You know, like... The People Mover would be another one that would be cool to have all the weekly tiers on because they were in like cars of like 4.
Yeah.
So you could do like 4, 8.
Yeah, but like
12.
you could still talk to the other car.
Yeah.
If you're not in the same car, you could talk to the other people. Yeah, it'd be super fun.
I miss the sponsors on the rides too. I feel like they have a few of them, obviously, but not like what they were. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Where is it? Tokyo's got lots of sponsors. Like I think almost every ride in Tokyo has a sponsor. But
one of these years we need to save up all of our trip funds and go to one of the overseas parks.
That's going to be a lot of saving. A lot of saving. But yeah.
You don't think we could do it off of 1 year of podcast support?
I mean, this is a Disneyland podcast.
I know.
So. But anyways, one of these days we'll make it to all the parks.
What do we? By the way, snack chat. Do we like this week? Do we have to? Are we doing like Plaza Inn or we have to do something on Main Street?
Yeah, I gotta take a look at my bag of tricks and figure it out.
Your bag of
my
tricks?
Bag of tricks. I thought it was really fun that we talked about Carnation Cafe after we had made Walt's chili at home.
Oh yeah, that was
and
cool.
had for dinner. So I want to look through the recipe book and see if I can
maybe
make something like that happen again. Because that was really
should
fun.
make the tomato soup and the whatever the Jolly Holiday combo.
There you go.
And we could do the Jolly Holiday.
We did already pick what we're making this week for dinner. So
what are you making this week?
we're making tomato and chickpea soup with pesto.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It's really good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, James and I were trying to figure out whose week was it?
Yeah, our week. It's our week. There you go.
We'll
the
get
beef
Donna.
skewers.
We will get there when we get to Adventureland for sure.
You really, Tisha? Oh yeah, Plaza. Yeah, you just walk on up. It's good. It's one of the very few places that you don't have to have reservations.
Well, the last time
for.
we were there wasn't even like
there wasn't. We just walked right in. There was no line.
Because I went to get in line.
Yeah.
There's been a line, and there was no line.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Do you know what the sponsor was for It's a Small World? Because I don't remember.
I just remember like
Pepsi.
Pepsi. I was just like, I remember it was like UNICEF, but that's not the sponsor.
UNICEF sponsored it?
No. Like it, yeah.
Oh, Bank of America.
Bank of America.
That's right. Now that you say that, Tish.
Good job. Good job, Tish.
Well, we're going to be wrapping up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and talking about our trips and everything. Once we have firm dates, because we have like these events, but we don't know before or after park days, all of that, because obviously like things like Pride Night, we won't know until we like book the tickets for it and stuff like that. Same thing with D23 Expo. So...
That the birria grilled cheese. If you that's one you need to try if you haven't tried it, because yum.
I just can't bring myself to do it after the tomato soup is the best.
It's so good. All right, well, everyone, thanks again for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you next month.
Bye, guys.